What's going on, everybody? The world's a better place because you're here to join us. My name's Matt Brown. I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It is a Monday, the 27th of April, 2026. It's time to talk about this week in baseball. Let's have a productive conversation on what happened in America's pastime. It's me and the great Alec Reeves once again. What's good, Alec?
What's going on, Matt? Good to see you, brother. Come on. Good week for the Yankees, man. Good week. And it's good to be back talking ball with you, brother.
Can't wait. And before we do all of that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X at Prod Pod, TikTok at Prod Pod, Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, check us out on all podcast platforms and YouTube. So another busy week in the books that's about to take place. So this week, we have our baseball conversations as we do every week. Our NBA playoff conversation is going to be happening on Thursday night, late Wednesday morning, early Thursday. Late Wednesday night, early Thursday. So Thursday we will have our NBA playoff discussion, and these series are really interesting, with the exception of OKC. But look like they're about to sweep the Sixers. These series are
Yeah.
really close. All of them just at 2-0, and we're going to see in real time now if the Lakers sweep the Rockets. But every other series is going to go at least six. So NBA's
Yeah.
lit right now.
Good
And
series.
then, yes, sir, and most importantly, go Knicks. And then we have a productive conversation as we do every Tuesday and every Friday as we talk about what's trending in our world from this past weekend on Friday and for the week ahead. Oh, sorry, this past weekend on Tuesday and for the week ahead on Friday. And also check out our reaction to the NFL draft. That's available now on all podcasts and platforms and YouTube. Okay, Alec, let's do it. Let's talk baseball. And here we go. And it happened, what, Saturday night? And you were one of the first people I thought of. And after the Boston Red Sox won by a score of 17-1,
Huh.
they decided to clean house, the front office. Alex Cora, who led the Red Sox to a World Series in 2018, a World Series win in 2018, he gets the boot along with six other coaches. The bench coach Ramon Vasquez, hitting coach Pete Fatse, third base coach Kyle Hudson, assistant hitting coach Dylan Lawson, hitting strategist Joe Cronin, and game planning coach Jason Veritek. All were released, all were fired, and all of them are out of a job. And all of them are out of a job. The Red
Yeah.
Sox opened the season at 1-5, then were 2-8 after 10 games. Then our New York Yankees swept them. Cam Slitler with those 8 Ks this week against them. And I guess enough was enough for the Red Sox. Dan Shaughnessy from the Boston Globe's said, Dan Shaughnessy of the Boston Globe said, quote, "It's the roster, not the manager," end quote. Cora isn't the one who traded Mookie Betts, who let Xander Bogaerts go, who dumped Rafael Devers, or missed on Alex Bregman. Buster Only said, "This is a full flex by Craig This is a full flex by Craig Breslow." That's the GM, correct, Alec?
Yes, that's the GM. Yep.
And he didn't hire Cora. Now he's definitely made it his organization.
Mm-hmm.
And who would have thought, man?
They cleaned it. They cleaned house.
Absolutely. Listen, we literally talked about this 2 weeks ago, how atrocious the Red Sox were and how awful the roster management has been. But I think it's fair to say that we at least respect the manager in Alex Cora. We may not like the team he used to manage, but bro's a great manager. And
Yes, he
very
is a very good
surprising.
manager.
It's very surprising that they would
He's
do this
also a
move.
cheater, by the way, with
Yeah.
Houston. He was a mastermind on the bench. He was a bench coach in Houston when they had that huge electronic sign stealing scandal, and they went on to win the World Series that year, right, Matt?
That's right. At
Yep.
our Yankees expense. But regardless though, Alec, I need to hear your thoughts. Alec Reeves, tell the world how you feel about the Red Sox cleaning house.
I mean, it was very surprising. Obviously, they had a really bad start to the year. I think they're 10-17, I believe. So, obviously a really bad start. But like you said, um, the guy from the Boston Globe mentioned that it is poor roster construction, not so much bad coaching. I know that some Red Sox fans have been saying, that Cora has made some head scratching moves regarding the bullpen and stuff like that. But yeah, it was definitely surprising, dude. It's surprising that they fired him this early in the season. I could see if they were like 2 months in and they were 12 games out of first or whatever. But to fire your manager and everybody else this early, the other thing was that was crazy was they fired him on a Saturday, and they had another game in their road stand today against Baltimore. So this coach from Worcester was called up to coach the Red Sox today. Imagine getting that call last night
Respect.
as the Worcester head coach. You're coaching the AAA team. You get a call. Yeah, man, you're the interim coach of the Boston Red Sox tomorrow, and we're
He
playing the
won.
Orioles in Baltimore. So it's crazy, man. I didn't think he'd get fired. You think of Alex Cora, Matt, compare him to an NFL coach, right? It's almost like firing like Sean McVay or somebody that's very well respected in the league as a very good manager. And like you said, I genuinely believe the Red Sox just have a horrible roster. Um, I mean, I shouldn't say horrible, but they're definitely underperforming and they're not really built to win a championship, in my opinion. There's holes in them. I mean, they got better pitching wise, and if like I said a few pods ago, bro, if the Red Sox want to win this year and make the playoffs and play good, they're gonna have to rely on that pitching. And we've seen the lineup just struggle, bro. There's just holes all over that lineup. Relying on Trevor Story,
Mhm.
no Bregman. There's really no power bats in that lineup. You're putting a lot of pressure on Roman Anthony, and I think he could be a superstar, but it's just a bad roster construction, and unfortunately for Cora, he took the pitfall of it, but, I mean, I love it, dude. I personally absolutely love it. I love seeing the Red Sox in shambles this early in the season. You just hope that, this won't spark something in the team, and hopefully they continue to struggle, and they continue to basically, play shitty baseball and just be in last place, but, definitely surprising, man.
We love it too, man. And, for other teams that look like they need to make a change, like the
Mm.
New York
There's
Mets,
there's a
maybe even the
couple of them.
Philadelphia Phillies. I read something about how if the Phillies who've been are they still on they're on an 11-game losing streak now?
No, they
Did they win
actually
today?
won. They
Okay.
won well, they didn't I don't think they won today, but they did win, I believe yesterday they beat Atlanta. So
Okay.
I think they snapped like a 9 or 10 game losing streak,
Yeah, they were
so
on a 10-game losing streak, so they spread that, but they've lost
yeah.
11 of their last 12, and if they were to make changes, if Rob Thomas was released, that Alex Cora apparently has, like, a connection with the Phillies front office, he might
Mhm.
slip in because he is definitely gonna be a hot commodity, and I also found it funny that Alex let it known he tweeted, "I'm happy," just straight up.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how
I
you
think
know it's
I think
bad.
somebody leaked a message that he had sent somebody that was, like, working for the Red Sox, reporting or whatever the hell it is.
The
So,
beat or something.
I mean, it is funny you see these pictures of Cora. I saw something just recently on Instagram, posted from a well-known restaurant in Boston, and it's Cora and all the coaches out at dinner with the thumbs up like this. Um,
They're
but
free.
I will say this, Matt, the team generally, I don't think is happy with the fact that they fired Alex Cora.
Mm.
The players, particularly Trevor Story and other guys, I forget who, have mentioned that they weren't allowed to make comments about it in a players meeting or some sort of meeting today. So there's a
Oh.
lot of disconnect in Boston right now, and it's something to keep an eye on because I think Cora was very well liked by his players and
Mhm.
his fans even, like they respect Cora, and all of a sudden he's fired, and the entire fan base wants John Henry gone, the owner. The owner is the issue here, and the general
Yeah,
manager.
in
So
Breslow.
it's a deep-rooted thing, with upper management with the Red Sox, which is a major problem. It has nothing to do with what's on the field right now. I think it's a bigger problem that, we'll see we'll hear more of down the road, in the next few days here, but the players aren't happy, man, on the Red Sox.
Oh well, figure
Yeah,
it
right?
out. That's on them. But and can we also talk about how they got a coach bus for the players, and it was actually called Coaches for Hire? Did you see that?
I did see that. I saw that
Man,
yesterday, yeah, when when he
cruel.
got hired. Bro.
But that's what they get. Hard to feel bad for the Red Sox and their fans on this one. So we'll see if they figure it out. But better for us to get more separation from them.
Yeah, bro. It'll be interesting to see who they hire as their head coach. I don't know who's available or what their plan is, but it'll be interesting to see who they pivot to now that Core is gone.
Yeah, or if they wanna use this Chad Tracy, as you mentioned, gets called up to the big leagues to be a manager. And I'm
Yep.
quickly looking, he had a solid, it looks like 8-year career in the minors, then worked up as a coach in out the minor league system. And at age 40, they gave him the opportunity, and so far he's undefeated. So I
Yeah,
like him
one to
for
know.
now, but you know, when you play the Yankees, it's over.
One to know, man. The Yankees are winless in the new Red Sox era, and the Red Sox are undefeated, bro.
Well, we know that's about to change, my guy.
Of course.
So speaking of the Yankees, why don't we talk about them? I love our chat with them. So the Yankees, man, who are 7.5 games above the Red Sox right now, they have been killing it.
Mm.
Even though it was snapped today, they were on an 8-game winning streak. In this time this week alone, Alec, they almost were perfectly undefeated between podcasts. But they got 48 runs, only allowed 14. They've been dominating out here, bro.
Yeah, they've been dominant, bro. I mean, not all season, but recently they've been in very good form. Very good form. We almost swept Boston and Houston.
That's how you do. And on the road, dude, we're going to start a new homestand this week. But people
Hmm.
be tearing up have been Jose Caballero, Ben Rice has been nice, Trent Grisham's been holding it down, Austin Wells. Even our boy Jazz Chisholm starting a little bit of a redemption arc, despite not winning those ABS challenges. Bro's been hitting lately. Bro's been hitting, and
He has
he's
been, yeah.
feeling like his old self, so we like that. Not everything is great. Unfortunately, Giancarlo Stanton has his yearly IL stint. Hopefully, it's only for a couple of weeks. Luis Heel has struggled. He was optioned to AAA. Now they're bringing back Jason Dominguez, bro, the
Yeah,
Martian, for his
I was
third
gonna
rookie
say.
year. But taking to the good with the bad, the Yankees look really hot now, and they're going into a homestand against some weaker teams that they should be able to handle in
Mhm.
Baltimore and Texas. Even though Texas do have players, I still think they're better
Yeah.
than them.
We do have to go on the road actually to Arlington tomorrow. So
Oh,
we're
my apologies. So it's
yeah.
the weekend of. So just gotta take on the Rangers. Yankees usually hold it down in Arlington and let them do it again.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because we're playing three on the road in Texas. Then we're coming home to play Baltimore and then Texas again next week.
Almost a home and
Um,
home.
so they're getting 6 games against Texas within like a week, which is interesting. So yeah, I mean Texas is not a bad team, neither is Baltimore. We know Baltimore is a good team. So and then they're going to Milwaukee. And then a big series against the New York Mets, man, May 15th, 16th, and 17th in Queens. So that would be a big
Oh,
series. I
fuck the
mean,
Mets.
the Mets aren't beating anybody right now. I would love to play the Mets tomorrow, but unfortunately, we got to wait a few more weeks till we give them belt. We're going to give them the straight belt, dude.
Before we do talk on the Mets, any other words on the Yankees? You're just feeling good. Keep it going. Cam Schlittler,
Yeah.
bro. Bro, Cam Schlittler is starting to be appointment television right now with every start. That's
Yeah,
how you
bro.
know, bro.
He's
Schlittler's the
been
man.
he's been pitching really good. I'm very happy all around with the pitching, Matt. Other than Luis Gil, who's been very inconsistent, I would say that the pitching has been excellent. I mean, shit, dude, we're missing Carlos Rodon and Garrett Cole, our ace. So just imagine when we get Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon back, who obviously are like two of the best pitchers we have, other than obviously Freed. But once we have a rotation of Garrett Cole, Max Freed, I think Cam will be the three, and then you put Rodon at four. What are your thoughts there between who's going to pitch in the three slot in the rotation? Would it be Schlittler or would it be Rodon at that point? I mean, if
Yeah, man, I
Rodon,
think you gotta put Rodon. Schlittler's showing that he can pitch under pressure. He'll get his strikeouts. He can
yeah.
eat innings too without making the pitch count go high.
So
I
you'd put
think he
Rodon over him in the rotation right now.
Yeah, I think I would. If I was Aaron Boone,
Oh no, no, I meant you'd
uh,
put Rod. Are you okay?
I
So
would
you
I'd put Cole, Schlittler, Rodon if I were to put the top 3 there.
no. Where's Freed though?
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah,
I would put, it
Cole,
would go
Freed,
Cole,
and
Fried, Schlittler, Rodon.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sick. It's pretty sick,
Okay,
right?
yeah, that's where my head was at. I was like, where are we putting Schlitt if Rodon comes back and Cole are back, and obviously everybody's healthy? Then what would your ideal rotation be? I mean, obviously you got to who are you throwing in the five spot? Is it Will Warren? Is it Ryan Weathers? Is it Luis Gil? Is it Clark Schmidt whenever he finally comes back? I haven't heard anything about Clark Schmidt,
Yeah, I
but
don't know what's going on with him either, but if I were them, I would put Withers. Warren's
Weathers.
been hit or miss so far, but
Yeah.
have the opportunity for another lefty in the rotation. Not a lot of rotations have 2 southpaws,
Yeah.
and, on that alone, and, I saw him pitch, and he's has some good stuff, but as long as he doesn't put the ball too over the zone for him to get hit, I think I would put him in the 5th spot.
Yeah, you can never have enough pitching, you know
That's
that,
right. I've
especially
heard somebody once told me, "You can never have too much money, you can never have too much starting pitching." Specifically, he said that, so
It's
you gotta
true.
keep it
It's
going.
it's true, and it's a very, very, very long season. You just hope guys stay healthy, but I'm very impressed with the rotation. Schlitt has been unbelievable. He dominated the Red Sox even after he didn't look like he had his best stuff against Boston. Cam came out and he went 8 innings, bro. 8
Mhm.
innings. 8 innings nowadays, bro, is pretty
It's
rare. I
right,
mean, you don't
yeah.
especially for a young guy, it's April, it's cold, he's going out there and he's just putting it all out there, bro. I
Tense
love Cam.
crowd, his hometown to crowd as a Mass
Right,
boy, but nope,
right.
he a New Yorker now.
And the other thing with the Yankees, like you were saying, they're playing great baseball. I got a stat for you too. That's pretty cool. I was looking at run differential. The Yankees are the only team in the American League, listen to this, that have a run differential over plus 10. Which isn't
Mm.
so a plus 10 run differential isn't even really that great, I mean, it's good. Obviously, anything positive is good. So, can you guess, so the Yankees have a plus 47 run differential. Guess who's in second place in the American League in run differential behind the Yankees?
The Orioles.
No, it's an AL Central team,
The
and their run
Twins.
no, it's the Tigers.
Oh, man, you gotta watch out for those Tigers, bro. They got a scrappy bunch.
Mhm.
If they got another really solid, starter with Scooble, maybe even 2,
Yeah,
I'd be pretty nervous. Those are gonna be some big, intense games, bro. Just to be a real Yankee nerd, Yankees have always lost to the Tigers in the playoffs. Whether it's '06, 2011, 2012, they've never been able to beat them.
that's true.
Part of me wants them, even in October, their best versus our best. We had a classic Scooble Cole matchup, a free Flaherty matchup, and they can go. I'd like the Yankees to finally get over the hump over the Tigers with Glaber over there, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
no.
that would be pretty sick to get ready for. I think the Tigers on paper should be our best competition in the whole American League right now.
You think so? Really? I would say, I mean, you gotta keep an eye, obviously, on Toronto. If they get healthy, they're still one of the better teams. I mean, definitely they had a kind of a fluke year last year, but Seattle's supposed to be good. They're really not. I'm not scared of them. But yeah, Detroit is definitely a solid ball club, and they can definitely beat anybody, especially with Schoolboy. You talk about one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, if not the best. I mean,
And you know
uh,
who's also the manager of the Tigers that we have to stick it up to?
who's that?
AJ Hinch, bro, the
Oh, the
Astros manager.
Astros. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Still gonna get
Fuck
that
him.
revenge spot.
Fuck that guy.
You know what's good. So yeah, we got some good things cooking up in the American League as this season continues. Now let's go to
Mhm.
the National League. There was almost a chance, Alec, that the New York Mets were gonna go from podcast to podcast winless, but they pulled it off. Their winning streak is over. They extended it 12 games, the longest since 2004. They ended up with a 3-2 win over the Twins. Mark Vientos got a game-winning run in the 8th of that game. They won the next night and haven't won since, getting swept by Colorado. Dude, they're only scoring just about 1.83 runs per game. Every other team in the league is scoring at least 3. That's how ass the New York Mets have been. Unfortunately, Francisco Lindor, who's been having such a god awful season, he has a calf injury. He is going to be on the IL. Francisco
Lin-
Lindor is going to be on the IL. Juan Soto did come back, and even though he said he doesn't talk to his teammates during the road trip they were on, he's been so. But he tried everything. He burned sage, lit candles, hung horses in the broadcast booth to try to end this streak. But yeah, bro, despite them ending their losing streak, they continue to play bad baseball, no
Terrible.
pitching. They got whooped by the Colorado Rockies. Jose Quintana got a revenge spot himself against them this weekend. You see, nobody's in that ballpark. They are
Yeah.
falling down too.
It's a
And Carlos
dumpster.
Mendoza is still the manager, but I'm pretty sure by the time
That's
we speak next week, he won't be the way they're going.
Dude, that team is dog shit, man. They got absolutely spanked around by the Rockies today. I cannot believe how bad the Mets have been. And I don't give a shit if Lindor's hurt. They're supposed to be a good baseball team, and they just have no life to them, man. I cannot imagine rooting for that fucking dog shit team. It's really crazy to me that they got swept by the Rockies at home, no less. So I don't know what's going on with the Mets right now. I know they're not hitting the ball. I know they've had some injuries. Soto was out, but that rotation, Matt, is just awful.
You can
I
hit off
mean,
them.
it's terrible, bro. I mean, they can't do anything right. It's really bad. And you see
Hey,
the Red
remember
Sox.
remember they let go of their pitching coach Jeremy Hefner, and he's been
Mhm.
killing it down in the Braves. That rotation's looking sick. Chris Sale is back. That's what they get.
Yeah, right. That's what they get. You don't fire. I mean, if you're gonna fire him, Mendoza, just get rid of him now. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch Mets games. I watch more Red Sox games, and I had more of an idea of why they're playing so bad. But the Mets, I mean, from what I'm seeing on statistically, it looks like they're just not scoring runs. They actually have, listen to this stat, they've scored the least amount of runs of any team with only 92 runs scored. The Yankees have scored 146 runs as a team. The Mets only have 92 runs scored. That's the lowest in all of baseball. The San Francisco Giants are next with 97 runs scored. So their offense is just not producing anything. They're missing Pete Alonso big time. They're missing that power bat. They're just not scoring a lot of runs. Their pitching's been pretty bad too. And yeah, I mean, they're already 10 and a half games out of first, which is crazy because
It's over.
the
You could
Braves
just
are,
give up.
well, it looks a lot worse because the Braves are red hot. I mean, they're 20 and 9. The Mets are 9 and 19. They have almost opposite records. So something's got to give, man. The Mets are in trouble, and as it stands right now, are tied for the worst record in baseball.
Well, again, same as the Red Sox. There's nothing to feel bad about with the Mets and their cocky fans and feeling
No.
like that they were Big Brother for what, half a second. And
Mm-hmm.
Juan Soto, as we talked last week, bro is regretting the decision he made. We don't need him. We got
No.
Bellinger, bro. We got Bellinger.
Yeah, we got Bellinger, we got Ben Rice, we've got Jason Dominguez. We don't need his ass, dude. We really don't. It'd be nice to have him, but we don't need him, and we've proven that. And the Mets will always be the Mets, no matter who they have. You could have Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. You could name anybody, put them on the Mets. They're not going to do anything. So I think it goes with the theme of the Mets. They'll always be the little brother in New York. And I will say this, Matt, baseball is a humbling sport. Um, and you just hope the Yankees continue to play good baseball. And these teams that we hate very much, the Astros, the Red Sox, and the Mets, continue to struggle.
Funny how that works, man. Maybe our time's coming. But we
Hey,
gotta take
so
we gotta
far,
take we gotta take on the other teams that are ready to at the same time. So buckle up.
so far, so good though. But it is a long season. You just hope things continue to go our way. But it's been good.
I hear that strongly. Now, Alec, one thing you asked that I want to talk about now. The teams at this point, we're about 3, 4 week seasons, 4 weeks into the season, about to hit the first month. May 1st is already going to be in on what? Friday. So
Yeah.
time it's been about a month of baseball already. So
Yeah.
a month into the season, you tell me who are the teams that should hit the panic button right now?
I will say, well, obviously, you got to say, obviously, the Red Sox and the Mets and the Phillies. Those are the big three for me so far that absolutely should be hitting the panic button. The Red Sox, I would say, already did hit it by firing everybody. Now we're just waiting for the Phillies and the Mets to kind of make a move here. I'm curious myself how long those respective managers will last, considering the Mets and Phillies have two of the higher payrolls in baseball, have two of the better teams on paper, and yet they're both struggling. So, besides those three teams, I don't really have anybody that really should be hitting the panic button, with the exception of the Royals, Matt. The Royals, I think, I mean, you could also put Houston in there. Um, but the Royals and the Astros, I think, are starting to hit the panic button, so to speak, because they both sit at about 11 and 18. They've struggled mightily. And the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr., he hit his first home run of the season today.
Not unacceptable, bro. For somebody who's supposed to be what the literally people are saying the third best player in the game behind Judge and Otani. You can't wait.
Right.
You can't wait a month to hit your first home run. Not
And,
good.
and, and I get it. He's not a big power hitter like Otani and Judge, but he should have at least a homer by now. It is interesting, going back to Judge. His power numbers are up. At this time last year, he did not have 8 or 9 home runs. He had like 4 or 5. So, would you trade a lower average for Judge? Say he hits like 275, but he hits 60 home runs. Would you trade a lower average for Judge for more home runs? Or would you rather him hit, 320, but only hit about 45, 50 home runs? So, anyways, I mean, it is interesting to see how Judge is playing so far. The average is down, but the power is actually on pace for more home runs than he's ever hit.
It's so weird. I mean, Aaron Judge and home runs are one of the greatest duos we'll ever see in sports. So
Yeah.
synonymous with each other. But it is
Mm,
about this at the end of the day, baseball is about scoring runs and
mhm,
driving in runs. It's weird to say that I think for the better for the betterment of the team, I do think I'd rather have him be a consistent average hitter. Get
mhm.
maybe I mean we'll take 300 batting 350 home runs. I mean, duh. But
Right, right.
yeah, I think I'd rather have him hit for average weirdly, even though I love Aaron Judge home runs it's
It's one
just
of the
like
best
the
things. It's
best.
one of the
So
best things in
and
sports.
275 ain't that bad. So it's a win-win situation either way. But I think at the end of the day, for now, bro literally turned 34 years old today. Time, the clock is ticking, bro. Gotta get that
Happy
World Series
birthday.
soon. Yes,
Happy birthday to our GOAT, Aaron Judge.
happy birthday, Aaron Judge.
One of the greatest hitters we'll ever get to watch play the game of baseball, Matt.
You're damn right. And the only thing I just want to add, Alec, the other team that I think needs to hit the panic button is the Philadelphia Phillies, as we mentioned. Another
Mhm.
long losing streak, an
Yeah,
insane roster on paper that
yeah.
isn't having that the lineup isn't producing any offense, and the
Mhm.
solid rotation is being wasted. Reckon now this Phillies team reminds me of like those old Yankee teams. They really got a lot of veterans. They don't really
Bro,
have a
they
lot of stars, but I don't think
yeah.
they should be at the bottom of the barrel with this. With the solid manager Rod Thompson, who's also on probably gonna be on the hot seat.
Yeah, I agree. They do remind me of some of those older Yankees teams that had a lot of star power and on paper it had a lot of big names, but they just weren't able to get it done. And I think the Phillies missed their window, bro. In
Absolutely, bro.
2022,
Should have pulled it off, man. They could
they
have beaten that
yeah,
Astros team.
that Astros team, they would they go 6 games with them. I think they had a 2-0 lead in that series.
Yeah, yeah. With
Um,
Harper and Schwarber and Trey
yeah.
Turner, bro. Trey Turner, where the hell has he been these last few years, man?
He was I mean, you remember him for Team USA against Japan in the last World Baseball. Was that
Yeah, but
or was that the
that was
time
back at 20. That's now that would be 20.
2021
Yeah, that's a long time. That's the
or
thing.
whatever well, yeah, whatever. Well, I mean, Trey Turner, yeah, Trey Turner, Schwarber, Castellanos was on that team, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah. Harper.
Um, and Castellanos is no longer with them, but they,
They
I think they just rely a little bit too much on Schwarber and Harper. And, Schwarber's not really a guy that is going to hit for on average at all. He's really just a power guy. So I don't know. I think they definitely have some holes. Zach Wheeler just came back from the IL, I think yesterday.
yeah, I think is this he said he's retiring either and I think it's next season, if there is a season next
Hmm.
year.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, the Phillies, bro, very surprising. They've been playing like shit. Their losing streak's over, but yeah, that team has been putrid. Same with the Mets, and like I said, bro, the Braves have been playing really good baseball. They I think they have like the best record in baseball right now. The Braves do.
There you go. And
So
we talked about their new star and they're a young team that's cooking here. And as long as Acuna Jr. is healthy, maybe
yeah,
Atlanta's back, bro.
Drake Baldwin's been balling, dude.
Shouts to them for real.
Yeah.
Yo, Alec, the audience is ready. We've waited a week. Now it's time for us to talk about what would what would our closer entrance music be if we could pick? Obviously, we have the GOATs. Mariano Rivera, Enter Sandman by Metallica, the
Yup.
greatest closer song of all time. Trevor Hoffman with Hell's Bells by AC/DC. Billy Wagner did the same thing as well. Jonathan Papelbon shipping up to Boston. Kenley Jansen with the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. We obviously know about Blind. We saw
Like
our
corn.
Mason
Yeah.
Miller doing
Yep.
Blind by Korn. But we got to
Yep.
know, Alec, What would your closer entrance music be?
Matt, I'm gonna have to go. This is a tough question because there's so many good options. I like all those options you just mentioned. All those songs are great, iconic. Shipping Up to Boston, great song. Enter Sandman. But I'm gonna go with this is a tough question. I'm gonna go with Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue.
Kickstart My Heart.
Yes,
Ah, I did
sir.
not see that one coming.
Come on, man. I mean, it's a great song. It's one of those songs that gets me fired up. And like I said, it's a tough song, bro. But the beginning of that song is sick. And he's like skydiving naked off an
You hear
aeroplane.
that?
Na, na. But
Do you hear the song? I'm trying to play
not
it for you.
not really. No, I don't
All right,
I'm
let me
not
see if this works. Cause I have a speaker. I always have my
I'm
tape.
not hearing it, bro. Are you playing it
No,
right
one
now?
sec. I'm about to play it right now. Wait, what?
How we're made determines how far we go.
Oh, it's connected to my. Sorry. I had my iPad with the basketball on, and
Oh,
it
you're
connected to
good, bro.
that.
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
fix this
say,
right now. But as we're talking though, you're going Motley Crue, that classic. You're gonna be running out that bullpen as fast as you can, and you're gonna be kicking ass with that. Is what I'm getting at.
yes, sir. That's a great pump up song. Like one of my favorite songs. Like I said, it just gets me fired up. That's a good song to run out to. And I think it's a song that would hype up the whole stadium. And ultimately that's kind of what you want. You want to get the crowd going as well. It's not all about what you want necessarily.
Right?
Um,
It's about you. You are the final boss.
yeah,
The lights going out. You got the pyros, maybe if you're lucky. This is fucking it.
yeah, dude. And Motley Crue is a kind of a slept on band, I would say, in terms of like some of their bangers they have. But yeah, that's it. Sounds sounds a little distorted, but I heard it.
Yeah.
So
Yo,
what's your walkout song, Matt? If you're closing, what are you
dude.
what are you jogging out to shut the lights out on the game?
I got three. I will pick one of the three. The three that made it. I thought about this all week too.
Okay.
We got For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Oh God, that's a banger. Yes. Yeah. Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Another Metallica classic, man.
Mm.
Bro, that shit goes in. Yo, I'm gonna play you a Van Halen song that is extremely slept on. I
What's
won't
it
lie,
called?
I think it's weird. It's a song. It's a song. Tell me if you know this. You ever heard of the song "Drop Dead Legs" by Van Halen?
No, I haven't.
It's extremely. It's on their 1984 album. It's very rare. Not a lot of people heard it, but here it
Okay,
is. Right?
drop dead legs. Bro, you can't really hear that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't hear that well through the speaker. I don't know why, dude.
Maybe it's just I don't have it connected to. Maybe it's just because I'm doing it off a speaker. So, I
Yeah, but I could hear a little bit of the Motley Crue song, but I couldn't really hear that one all that well. Now I want to listen to it, but I'll look it up.
but
Okay.
Drop Dead Legs. It's actually a song about like I won't lie. It's like one of the original like it's like a Drop dead legs. It's about a hot ass girls with sexy legs. The
Uh,
lyrics literally are drop dead legs, pretty smile, hurts my head, gets me wild. Dig that steam, giant butt, makes me scream, I get nothing.
hell yeah, that dude. I'm definitely gonna listen to that. I love Van Halen, so I like your choice. Okay, so you got
Drop dead legs
For
for whom the
Whom the
bell
Bell
tolls.
Tolls. Yeah. All right. What's your third?
Here's my random one because we talked about this on the trending topics show. And it
Okay.
came into my head randomly, but I really like the lyrics, and I think they, and I feel like, you know what? I would really like a girl to describe me this way, bro. This is gonna come out of nowhere. You ever heard the song "What a Man" by Salt and Pepper?
Of course. Of course. Yeah. What
I
a
think
man,
maybe
what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
mighty mighty good man,
Bro, come
yeah.
on. You're not running out to that. Like, are
With the
you?
lyrics, I want to take a minute or two and give much respect due to the man that made a difference in my world.
The Minute Man. The Minute Man. Because I close games in a minute or less. Come
That's
on.
right. Nah, I don't think I could do. While that song, I want to pump my ego. I need something to pump up the crowd. So
Yeah.
really, always number one is for whom the bell tolls, especially with that bell coming in.
Yeah.
We
Yo,
running, bro. We
That
running.
song's that song's very, very slept on. Well, I mean, it's not slept on because Metallica is such a well-known band, but anything by Metallica, bro,
Yeah.
it gets me fired up. I think that's a great option. I love Van Halen. And hey, Salt and Pepper, man. That's a good song too, bro.
You know, right? Keeping that
That's
diversity. Yeah,
yeah.
Metallica's the ultimate gym playlist. Just play
Yeah.
Metallica.
I got a playlist that's literally just like it's mostly Metallica, AC/DC, Stone Temple Pilots,
Mm.
and Nirvana,
I
Audio
love Nirvana.
Slave. Basically, all like just pump up rock like that, which
I
I
love
love.
that shit.
And yeah, dude, Alice in Chains too, one of my favorite bands. I was gonna pick something by
Ooh.
Alice in Chains because I love
Get
Alice in
some
Chains.
nutshell in there. Get
Yeah,
some
right. Some Nutshell, some Man in the
them bones.
Box. I like Man in the Box because think about it, baseball, you're facing the man in the box. Come on.
Yeah. That's
So,
what, and
hey,
clearly Mason Miller's on our wavelength too, picking that 90s corn right
yep,
there. Bro
yeah.
knows ball for sure.
Well, he's probably about our age, grew up listening to shit like that, and
Yeah.
it's more relatable. So, yeah, it's cool to see some of these closers nowadays have these crazy entrances. I know, obviously Edwin Diaz had the trumpets going, and he's hurt now too, by the way, which is pretty big
You like
story.
David Bednar's for the Yankees?
Oh yeah, it isn't his. It's the Pittsburgh song, whatever that is.
It's from Styx. Yeah, the renegade that had it made. And
Oh yeah,
I like the
Renegade.
Yankees now when they put the lights on. They used to not do that.
It's
So getting a
called
little more hip.
Renegade. Yeah.
Yeah. The renegade
Oh, do
that
they
had it
flash
made.
the lights? They'll flash
When
the lights.
I saw them Yankees Marlins, yeah, they did flash the lights and it was pretty sick actually.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. They're finally catching up to the times.
I know, right? And by the way, Mason Miller, he broke the record today. The franchise record for longest consecutive scoreless innings by a reliever.
Damn.
Mason Miller,
That's
man. Again,
crazy.
I like Bednar, but he was available.
Yeah, bro.
Didn't give him
Mason
an
Miller.
offer they couldn't refuse.
He's
But
gonna
hey,
start getting Cy Young votes if he keeps doing this, dude.
my man. My man, Mason Miller. Well, respect to him. Now, Alec, let's finish this show with another name that player. I got 4 players for you. I'm going to give you 3 to 4 clues each, and you guess and tell us who that player is. Sound
Okay.
good?
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
this game, Matt. Let's do it.
This time we got players from the 2010s and 2020s, and we're going to make this fun, bro. We're going to make this really, really fun. You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready, Matt. I'm ready when you are. Come on, give it to me, baby.
Here we go. Number 1. I was a backup plan. This is the first clue. I was a backup plan. My team's original first baseman left for a big free agent deal elsewhere, and I stepped into the role with no fanfare and a lot of doubt. Number
Okay.
2, I went to an Ivy League school, something very few MLB starters can stay. Number 3, I play for the hottest team in baseball right now. I'm currently leading the majors in OPS.
Ben Rice.
That's right, you got it.
Yes,
Ben
sir.
Rice, number 1, bro. After Anthony Rizzo left, bro's been on a tear lately.
Didn't he go
Like,
to Dartmouth?
yes, he did.
Yes.
So it made that nice and fun for you. A Yankee to start it off. Good one, Alec. You got it. Ben Rice. You ready for number 2?
I am. Yes, dude. That one was good. All right. What's number 2? Let's hear it.
All right, number 2. I play a position I didn't originally start my career at. I spent most of April hitting under 170 this year while my team's been on a winning streak.
Wait, say that last clue again. I'm sorry. I hit what?
I spent most of April hitting under 170 while my team was on a 7-game winning streak. I publicly set a 50-50 goal for this season. Home runs and
Oh,
steals.
it's Jazz Chisholm, bro.
That's right. I had to throw easy
Yeah.
one in there too. So
Oh,
we'll
that
get
was easy. Yeah. Jazz always promising things, yet under delivering. Well, I shouldn't say that. We know that he's got a lot of potential, and it's good to see him start swinging the bat, man. He's a big part of that lineup.
Yeah, man, we need him, bro. We need
Yeah,
him to pull through. But
yeah.
here we go, Alec. Let's do another one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Clue number 1. I was once traded for a pitcher who never amounted to much, which turned out to be one of the most lopsided deals in recent baseball history.
Rafael Devers.
Nah. I missed clue number 2. I missed significant time over the past 2 seasons with injuries, and plenty of people wondered if the best version of me was gone.
Okay.
Number 3, my team is currently struggling, but nobody's talking about. But my sorry, clue number 3, my team is currently struggling, but nobody's talking about blaming me. I lead the majors in home runs right now with 11 and have an OPS of over 1.2. I lead the
No.
majors with 11 home runs and have an OPS over 1.2 thousand.
Is it Jordan Alvarez?
That's right. Yordan
Yeah.
Alvarez. The last clue, I've been called the most feared left-handed hitter in the American League for half a decade. My team plays in Texas. Yordan Alvarez right now with 11 home runs and a 1.245 OPS.
Wow. Yeah, he's been hitting the shit out of the baseball, man. He's an unbelievable hitter. And they got Christian Walker. You would think the Astros, I mean, they've been fine offensively. I think their pitching's definitely been a problem. But yeah, man, he is definitely one of the most feared hitters in baseball.
Could you tell me who he got traded for?
Let me think.
From the Dodgers? Stupid ass deal.
It wasn't Zach Greinke, was it? No.
No.
I don't know. Honestly, was it a starting pitcher? It
Believer.
was a reliever. Um, no, I don't really know, honestly. I don't even know who I would guess besides.
It would have been, it's Josh Fields who got traded.
Oh, yeah, I would never have guessed that.
All right, I got 2 more for you, bro. They are harder. So you ready?
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
The next player, Alec, clue number 1. I was a top 5 draft pick who spent my first 3 years in the big leagues being worse than a replacement level player. That's the technical term, below replacement. Clue number 2, I'm 6'6", 245 pounds. I look like I should be hitting 40 home runs, and for the first 3 years, I didn't.
Wow. What do you mean you didn't? Like you didn't
I was
hit
supposed to
many?
hit 40 home runs, and I didn't. Wasn't even close.
Well, what the fuck were you doing? Hit the fucking weight room, you bum.
Now he is, bro. Now he's tearing it up. He's a late bloomer for sure.
Okay.
Number 3, I play in a city with the most loyal I play in a city with one of the most loyal fan bases in baseball on a team that has surpassed everybody by sitting near the top of the NL Central right now.
Oh, it's Ellie De La Cruz.
No.
Fuck. Is it O'Neal Cruz?
Nah, man. I'll give you
Uh,
my final clue. I have
okay.
10 home runs already this season, and I lead the National League in that category. It looks like everything's finally clicking.
Hmm.
NL
And
Central team, I will say it's not the Reds. So,
okay. NL Central team. You said he's 6'6"?
yeah.
Um, huh. I'm trying to think. NL Central. It's not the Reds?
No. Maybe another team with similar color scheme, if you will.
Okay. Then it's got to be somebody on the Cardinals, right? Oh, is Jordan
Mm,
Walker maybe? Not Jordan Walker, right?
that's right. You got Jordan Walker,
Oh,
bro.
it
That's
is Jordan
Jordan
Walker.
Walker. What do you think
Okay.
about him right now, bro?
Yeah, dude, he's been tearing it up, bro. But you know what? Yeah, I mean his numbers look really good. The other guy on the NL Central team, Matt, that you have to start talking about is Sal Stewart on the Reds.
Ooh, okay. Sal
Dude,
Stewart.
do you want to hear Sal Stewart's stats right now?
Tell me. My dad is a low key Reds fan, so tell
Dude,
him to pay attention to that dude. Oh, he's young guy. I hear.
Sal Stewart is already hitting over 300. I think he's hitting around 320. He's got 4 or 5 home runs. Um, yeah, I mean, he's just hitting the shit out of the baseball right now. I think he's one of the better hitters on the Reds, and the Reds are playing good ball. The NL Central is one of my favorite divisions so far in terms of just the way the teams have been playing. The Reds, the Pirates, the Cubs. So it's an interesting division, Matt.
Man, specifically for the Reds, shout out to Terry Francona, still killing it out there.
Yeah, bro, he's a
Wherever he's
G.
going, he's one of the greatest managers we've ever seen, bro.
A
Hands
hundred,
down.
100%, dude. Yep.
Won it with the Red Sox, got to extra innings of game 7 of the World Series. And we'll see if he could do something with this with the um with the Reds, bro.
Yeah, man, he's a legend.
Absolutely. Somebody who has my respect. All right, Alec. Last one. This is gonna be a really hard one, but we'll see if you can pull this off. You
Okay,
ready?
I'm ready.
All right, man. Like I said, always here to challenge my guy. All right. Clue number 1. I was signed as a teenager out of Venezuela. Spent 7 years in one organization's minor league system and never made it to the majors with them.
Okay.
Clue number 2. I played independent ball after that. Played for the Bridgeport Bluefish in the Atlantic League after getting released. But yet, I was able to get back to the majors. Clue number 3. I bounced around several organizations, getting part-time opportunities. This season, I'm 34 years old, and finally with a team that's given me real at-bats.
Huh. This is tough.
The last clue, bro. Against all odds, I'm hitting 357 with a 671 slugging percentage for the Arizona Diamondbacks this April. Nobody saw it coming.
What was that last stat? You said something about an OPS with the Diamondbacks? Is that right?
He's got a slugging. He's
Oh,
batting 357 with a 671 slugging.
it's not that kid Vargas, is it?
You got it, bro.
It
Miguel
is.
Vargas. You
Is
know
it
ball.
really?
You got it, bro.
Hell yeah. I knew it. Well, I didn't know it, but I thought it was either I didn't know if he was Venezuelan, but what's his name? It's Miguel
Miguel
Vargas?
Vargas. What a
Oh,
great story, bro.
yes, dude. Yes. Unbelievable.
I love baseball really has great stories like that. It's a sport where you can truly prove I can't give up, man, and I got to be here and he's here, man, and he's killing him. I'm very happy for the guy.
Yeah, man. He's absolutely tearing the cover off the ball.
So mad respect to him right there. But Alec, that wraps up our time for today. Another good week of baseball. Let's have another great one as we head into the month of May. Let's go Yankees. And anything else you want to say, the floor is yours.
No, man. Let's go Yankees, Matt. I hope we can get another win streak going this week.
Let's bring it. Let's get it, my guy, as
Let's
we
go.
head into another homestand. So that's Alec Greaves, everybody. My name is Matt Brown. I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. Thank you to Alec. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. Don't forget to check us out throughout the week as we are back on Tuesday to talk about what's trending in sports, news, entertainment, and culture with the Tweet Cap. Then on Thursday, with another NBA an NBA playoffs productive conversation. So talking NBA playoffs on Thursday. And then on Friday again, we have another tweet cap to talk about what's trending in the week ahead. My name is Matt Brown. I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. And we're going to see you throughout this week. Let's make it a good one as we say goodbye to April and say hello to May. It's gonna be May. All right. Peace out, Alec. You the man. I'll see you next week to talk some more baseball.
See you, Matt.
Peace.